can put in some grains and water and do these and you can see a small little bird. We can see two people who are mending the roof. We can see a ladder coming out of the broken part of the roof. You can see two children standing down watching them. And this series is brought to you by Alex Britta and Roderick Hull. It was games time at school. The children were outside on the field. Anina ran up to Mrs. May. "Come and see something, Mrs. May," she said. In the blue shirt and red frock we can see Anina, and in the pink skirt and yellow shirt we can see Mrs. May, the teacher. All the children are playing football or baseball. We can see there is a sports teacher as well. Now let's see what happens next on the next page. Let's turn the page and see what happens. Anina takes Mrs. May to a junkyard. Someone had broken the fence down and dumped junk on the field. "Well, first cross, we don't want junk on our field. The field is so dirty. It's not a dump," said Mrs. May. Then Mrs. May saw something in the junk. "Do you know what is this?" she asked the children. "It's a mangle. It gets the water out of wet clothes." "How does it do that?" asked Anina. Mrs. May said, "I'll show you." You can see in the junk a broken ladder, some suitcases, a drum, and a mangle. And you can see a fence is broken, there are trees, and Mrs. May, their teacher, the children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children are there, along with Mrs. May, and they all are looking at those things. Mrs. May took the mangle into the classroom. She showed the children how it worked. First she got a big sheet and made it red. Then Nadine turned the handle and Beth helped Mrs. May put the sheet through. The water ran out of the sheet and went into the buckets. "We don't use mangles now to get clothes dry," said Mrs. May. "What do we use now?" All the children are looking at them. You can see some clothes hanging on a clothesline. We can see a mangle working, 2 buckets, a mop, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children and Mrs. May doing the practical. Mrs. May showed the children a picture of someone washing clothes a long time ago. Mrs. May asked the children if anyone had any old things at home. Some of the children said that they had. Mrs. May is showing the children a picture of an old lady who was wearing an apron, a cap, and she is using a mangle. When Biff and Chip got home from school, they looked at the little house. "The house looks very old," said Chip, "and so do these little children. Let's take them to the school." So Mom, Biff, Chip, and Kipper took the magic house to school. Kipper didn't want them to take the little house to school. "What about the magic?" he asked Biff and Chip. "The magic won't work if we don't take the key," said Biff. Mrs. May liked the little house, and so did all the children. Biff and Chip didn't say that the house was magic. That was a secret. It had magical powers. Biff was being silly. He climbed on Mrs. May's table and pushed some books over. The books fell onto the little house with a crash. "Oh no," said Biff. He crashed the roof of the little house and it was broken. Oh my God, now what? Mrs. May asked the children to bring all old things to school so that she can make a history project and she can display all the old things. So all the children brought all things from their houses to the school. They were quite old. Some of the children took old things to school. "What a lot of things," said Mrs. May. One of the birds made a hole on the roof. Biff was very upset when he saw that the roof was broken. "I'm sorry," he said. "Perhaps I can get my dad to mend it." Biff and Chip took the broken house home. The keeper was very cross when he saw that it was broken. He had the magic key in his hands. Will the magic still work? He asked his Biff and Chip. Just then the key began to glow. Chip is looking at the broken roof. Chip is very sad. Biff is looking at Kipper, and they are all in Biff's room.
As the key began to glow and the magic began, the children found themselves in the new adventure. And the new adventure began. The magic took the children back in time, long time ago to the past. It took them to their home. A long time ago, the house looked new, but the roof was broken. It had to be mended. In this picture, we can see the little house which seemed to be a real house. There was a roof and two men were mending the roof, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows, one door, and there were bamboo sticks which are usually used to build a house, and ladders. There was a horse and a cart, and there were 3 children who were playing outside the house. Biff, Chip and Kipper also joined them. "Didn't our house look nice a long time ago?" said Biff.
The children saw Biff, Chip, and Kipper and ran up to them. "Hello," they said. "Who are you?" "I'm Biff," said Biff. "This is Chip, and this is Kipper." "What funny name," said the girl. "My name is Victoria, this is Edward, and this is Sir." "What funny clothes you have," said Bill. "Not so funny as you," said Kipper. On this page we can see a lady who's wearing an apron and a cap and a white color frock, and she is holding some eatables. So a lady came out and called to the children, "Go inside and wash your hands," she said. "It's time for tea." "Is that your mother?" Biff asked. "No," said Edward, "that's our cook." Kipper looked up at the man on the roof. "How did the roof get broken?" he asked. "We don't know," said Edward. "It was broken when we woke up this morning." "That's funny," said Kipper. See 2 men, a ladder, 2 empty containers with oats, a bread, and 2 children who were standing down.
The children went inside the kitchen. The cook looked at Biff, Chip and Kipper. "May they stay for tea?" asked Victoria. "They have funny clothes," said the cook. "But yes." Biff looked around the kitchen. "This is not like our kitchen," she said. Cook looked at Chip's hands. "Go and wash your hands," she said. "You can't have tea until you do that."
The cook made the children wash their hands again. Then she told Edward to take some tea to the workmen. "Come and see our room," said Edward. Edward took the tea to the workmen. The broken roof was in Edward's room. "Is it mended yet?" he asked. "It won't be long now," said the man. "Thanks for the tea." Victoria showed them a little house. She told them that her father was making it for them. "It will look like the house, the same house." She said. "We know," said Biff. Edward looked at Chip's watch, and Chip looked at Edward's boat. "Do you want to swim?" asked Edward. "Yes, please," said Chip. "Then I can take the boat to school to show Mrs. May." Suddenly the magic key began to glow. "It's time for us to go," said Kipper, "but I don't want to go." "Will you come back?" said Edward. "We don't know," said Biff. "Maybe." So all of them, all the 3, Victoria, Edward, and Biff, Chip, and Kipper, all of them were looking at the key, and they did not wish to go, but they had to go back. The magic took the children home. They looked at the little house. The broken roof had been mended, said Biff. "How did that happen?" "I don't know," said Chip. "Maybe Dad mended it. I think the workmen in the adventure did it," said Kipper. "We saw them. I think it was magic," said Biff. and Beth is looking at the roof, and Kipper is with her, and Chip is holding the boot in his hands, which Edward had given him. So now, this is the end of the story. I like that adventure best of all, said Chip. And Biff, I like those children a long ago. I'd like to go back and see them again. Me too, said Chip. Looking at the bulb, maybe I could get my watch back, he said. I hope you liked the story. It was the best of all, and I did like it.